What's really good, my people? Welcome into No Catch Up Chicago, for Chicago, by Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Little. Nick the Quick's in the building. It's Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Another W.
Uh-huh.
We're talking Bears, Trubisky. The Cubs are playing right now as we speak.
As we speak.
I got some thoughts on the division game to play into the playoffs. Loser still gets in, but has to play the wild card, which is going on right now. We're going to talk the Bulls, and then we're going to close it with some roundup stuff, anything we want to talk about, touch on. Big Nick the Quick, what's good?
What's going on, man? Another Bears W Tuesday, man.
Man, big.
Three straight.
It's three straight.
Three straight.
For the first time in a minute.
3-1, man, like you said. I gotta say I'm eating my words right now, man.
Yeah, I low-key started to bring up the old clip on the show.
Yeah, but you got the receipts, huh?
I'm going to wait till the bye week. I'm going to bring that up.
Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Yeah,
but really quick.
It feels good.
I want to touch on something that I want to end right now. I'm already getting the cliche weather shit. I'm just going to clown people every time they come to me about the weather. Like,
you're done?
People that I know and, like, I'm actually cool with, like, don't talk to me about the weather. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up? How you been, bro? Shit, man, it's getting cold, you know, starting to get chilly. Like, don't give me that shit.
It's just the ultimate icebreaker, man.
No, it's not. I don't want to hear that
shit. You can take any conversation anywhere with the little weather topic, man.
Bro, talk to me about your girl, your dog.
So it's supposed to be like, hey, man, what's going on? Oh, man, my girl's tripping, man. You know,
yeah.
Go right to that?
Yes.
I'd rather you want that life ASAP, huh?
Don't give me that
You want
bullshit.
that real life.
Hey, it's starting to get chilly.
Hey,
man, one day it's summer.
If you see Sean venture frustrations, he wants to hear everything that's going on in your life right now. Don't talk about no cliche topics. Just
one day it's
tell
summer.
Him everything. Tell him about how you feel,
it's not.
How your weekend went, everything, man. He needs to know everything.
Chicago.
Man. No icebreaker conversation.
One day it's 80, one day it's 60.
Two seasons.
Dude,
winter and construction.
You've lived here fucking 30 years. Like, all right, enough. Like, I get it.
I'm not with the whole not talking about the weather thing, but I see where you're coming from,
what I'm saying?
You know.
All right, I have to get it off my chest.
All right, no more. Yeah, you good?
I'm good.
I haven't seen you this mad since the Little League World Series.
Yeah, G. I do not. I still don't rock with the Little League World Series. I still have nightmares turning on TV. Bears 48-10.
Oh yeah.
We went to Bird's Nest.
Yeah.
Yo, really quick. If you haven't been to Bird's Nest, go get some good ass wings. The wings are fire.
Best wings in the city.
We had one of the worst non-wing experiences.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on
at an establishment in a minute.
Yeah.
And like it was 3 people.
Yeah.
We were just chilling watching the game. They were messing up the order.
Cold food.
Left
and right cold food.
Yo, flat soda. Yeah. Like, they turned off the Bears game in the middle of the game.
And put on the Cubs game.
And put the Cubs game on and made us turn our whole TV around.
And then everybody got some attitude like, well, I mean, it's 48-10. Like, I don't give a fuck what the score is, bro. Like,
and it hasn't been 48-10 since I was born. You got to turn the game back on.
Yeah, and you got 25 TVs.
Right.
Well, and remember, you ordered a whole batch of wings that they never brought out. They tried to charge us.
Yeah, it was
rough.
like,
no, this is what came out. It was crazy because usually anybody who's ever been there, Tina is the server that's there.
Yeah.
Never skips a beat. They had this new chick there on Sunday, man. I don't know, man. She must have been very new because the orders were all over the place.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right. But
still decent, though.
Doesn't matter because the Bears was in there whooping ass.
Yes.
So it didn't matter. Talk to me about your thoughts, your feelings. We were watching the game together, so I kind of got a vibe on where you're going. But Mitch Trubisky, man, he showed up.
It was exactly what we needed to see, man. We've been saying, when's Mitch going to make some plays? When's he going to throw the ball downfield? When's he going to make some of those dime throws? And we got everything in this game, right? The play calling was flawless. Nagy called just a beautiful game, right?
I told you about my boy, man.
The play calling, the different things he had going on. That little play with Chase Daniel, when Chase Daniel came in and the 2 quarterbacks and just created a whole bunch of distractions.
Yeah, you really liked that.
I loved it. I loved it because you're naturally drawn to Chase Daniels. And I think this morning they were showing a replay of it, and the defense, when they ran that play, went to Chase Daniel, not to Taylor Gabriel. You know what I mean? So just the whole thing created confusion. It was a beautiful play. The throw to Allen Robinson was the throw we've been waiting for.
Yes.
That's the throw I've been asking for. So if anybody wonders what I'm talking about when I say I want to see one of those thread the needles, just dimes, that was it, right?
Yeah,
and it was a touchdown, and it was huge. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to show that. Just the whole thing was beautiful, man. It was beautiful, Mitch. Now, granted, I'm not going to pretend like we weren't playing against Tampa Bay's secondary, which is awful. Their defense is a special breed of awful, but again, it's still an NFL defense. It's still a game on Sunday, and Mitch delivered and threw 6 touchdowns. I don't care how bad their defense is. 6 touchdowns is 6 touchdowns, and shout out Mitch, man. He silenced us for a week. Feel good. And defense obviously lights out as usual.
Going into the bot, what did I tweeted this sometime last week. I was like, it would be so big for Trubisky to show out before going into the bye.
Yeah.
Because that is legit a whole 2 weeks of just praise, basically.
Good vibes.
Good vibes,
Yeah.
all positive shit.
Yep.
We're 3-1. He finally showed up. People are off his back. No one's gonna, because if he had a bad game, it was the complete opposite.
14 days.
It
of
was
just
14 days of listening
yeah.
to how suspect this guy is.
Exactly.
So, like, if he put together a solid game against Tampa Bay, that shit would be huge, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, he put together a perfect game.
A perfect game.
A perfect game. Yeah, he left nothing to criticize in that game.
100%.
You know what I mean? So just like you said, it would have been 2 weeks of him hearing it. And like I was telling the other day, don't think he hasn't been listening to that, or he hasn't heard it, or he doesn't know that it's going on. Like, that chatter's loud. It's all across the league. I sent you that Bill Simmons thing. They gave Trubisky a good 3 to 4 minutes after last week's game. So when you got everybody talking about it, it's not like he doesn't hear it. People around him don't hear it. His teammates hear it. You know what I mean? You start looking at him suspect.
And like we said, I
he
think
needed that.
It's ratcheted up because of how good the defense is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, like, because what it looks like is the only weakness the Chicago Bears have is at the quarterback position. Because everybody else is balling.
Right.
Give me the most ridiculous thing you heard about Trubisky this week. Like, the biggest overreaction you heard.
The biggest overreaction I heard about Trubisky this week. To be honest with you, I didn't really hear anything too crazy. I heard a lot of people saying the exact opposite. Like, temper expectations. It was a good game, but don't go crazy. Don't go overboard or anything like that. I didn't hear anybody, not what you would expect, which was actually kind of surprising to me. Did you hear something crazy?
I was in some comments on, like, pictures and stuff, and I saw a lot of, where are all you Trubisky haters now? It's like, listen, because I would say if we had to pick a side on where we fell, we were in the hater side.
Yeah.
And I think it was warranted. So, like, I don't really give a fuck about someone saying that, right? But let's just be honest. Like, how I wrote down in my notes here. After, I didn't see anything too crazy, but this is how I felt coming out of the game. The performance just gave me hope.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it gave me. Like,
I know he can do it.
I wasn't like, oh my God, we have a franchise quarterback that is a surefire lock now.
Right.
We're going to be a problem for the next 12 years. I didn't come out of it thinking that, but I wasn't very hopeful the week prior. Like, I had nothing to really be like, yo, this dude can actually play. And he's understanding the system. Him and Nagy are vibing. Him and Nagy were on the same page. Nagy knew what to call, when to call it, what would work, what wouldn't work. I mean, it was flawless.
Yeah, and that was my whole thing, man. Again, we hadn't seen anything that gave us hope. We just needed that glimmer. We needed that throw. We needed that drive that looked great from him, that we saw, okay, this guy can come in and he can at least give us a chance in a game, right? And you're 100% right. You couldn't have said that any better. I mean, he gave us hope. He showed us that he can deliver in a game. And he did. You know what I mean? And that's going to be huge for us going forward because, again, we hadn't seen it. But I'm not ready to declare him there yet. You know, to me, I look at it like boxing, man. We've had 4 rounds so far. He's won 1.
That's a good way to look at it. I like that.
He's won 1 out of 4 rounds. Win another one, you've won 2 out of 5. Then you're at 3 out of 6. Now we're looking a little bit better, right?
Right.
Now we're trending upwards. But he is trending upwards. That's it. He wasn't trending upwards at all before.
It's hopeful.
He was flat or down. You know what I mean? He is trending upwards after this performance this week, but don't overreact. I mean, again, you know, that's not going to happen again.
Only player in NFL history to throw for 350, 6 touchdowns, and rush for 50.
Yeah, and he was running too. The wheels were going.
He had the big run early.
Yeah.
He can move.
He can move.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, hook me up, Aaron. This is the throw to Allen Robinson that you were talking about. Shout out Adam Hogue. I believe how you pronounce his last name. WGN Radio covers the Bears. He kind of brought up these that were really dope. So the 14-yard touchdown pass to Allen Robinson, he basically lays out Trubisky has the flat wide open, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't even look that way, and look at where look at Allen Robinson when he lets this ball go. Trubisky's here with the rock, and this is a dime you were talking about.
Yeah.
He's throwing that man open or throwing that ball to a spot. He's anticipating where he's going to be. It was perfectly done. Another example of this was the Trey Burton throw. Now, I didn't realize until I saw this. You can't really see it. Let me pull that out a little bit. You can't really see it on the replay, but when it looked from watching it live, when he threw that ball, it looked like Trey Burton was wide open.
Yeah.
But if you look at this picture, it's still he's still in Trey Burton's hip pocket when Trubisky's already decided to throw this rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's just another example of he was seeing. You want me to go back to it
real quick? Yeah. Now here's the difference. Last week he would have went underneath right there.
Yeah, 100%.
He would have went underneath right there. You see that guy open underneath? Yep. He would have tried to put it right there, and that's
you talking about my man right here?
Yeah, he would have went right there. He wouldn't have went down there.
100%.
Yeah.
So like that's the cool thing that I would like to see, or I would like to keep.
Well,
seeing.
I think you know what, one last thing too on that, if you can go back to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the read that he made, but zoom out a little bit. So there's somebody else up top, right, who's covered, and then there's that safety. I think Trubisky knew that safety was going to bite on the other dude and that he would have Trey Burton open in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, you're talking about
that's an advanced read.
Right.
Yeah, because there's a safety has to make a decision. Who's he going to take?
Who's he
going to help with?
Yeah, he's helping over the top.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, man, shout out Adam for breaking that down. I thought that was super cool, super useful to give some insight there. I want to play this clip too. Pull me back up, Aaron. I want to play this clip from Trubisky's. I'm going to play the first minute and a half from his press conference after the game. Hopefully there's no ads on this joint. If I can get it to load up. Before it starts, he was talking. He kind of kept that even keel. Everything that we talk about, you talked about the can-do attitude, all that stuff, he really showed that.
You guys talked about being on the verge of a breakout performance on offense. What was the difference that put you over the top today?
We just kept believing. I think it was the great week of practice we had, and I think for us, it all starts up front. I thought our O-line played fantastic today, playing together, giving me time, keeping me clean, and we just got open. Coach Nagy called a great game, and it was just great execution all the way around. When all 11 guys are on the same page like that, you see things start to clicking, and that was the breakthrough that we were kind of hoping for and what we expect to do on offense. So it was just a lot of fun playing with those guys. It was a great team win all the way around, but it comes down to just having a great week of practice and having it transfer over to the game and just playing together.
Mitch, we talked to you so much about the accuracy, field recognition, and the poise. How did you feel like those kind of came together in a game like this for you?
I feel like they did. I felt like I had great feet and eyes today, and I was just calm back there, and the O-line did an awesome job giving me time. So it felt like just like practice this week, able to see the defense, ID it, and then go through my reads and put the ball exactly where I wanted it to these receivers. So, like I said, all the way around, great execution, all 11 guys on the same page, and we just transferred it over from practice this week. So we just got to keep working hard and keep evolving within this offense. But that's what we know we could be.
Have you been in the zone like that before? 5 TD passes in the first half.
So that was what I wanted to play. He kind of talked about they were in practice, they were doing their thing, everything was going smoothly. Him and Nagy were, on the same page. How did you feel about his demeanor there? Always thanks his teammates first. Yeah. He's all over that. They kept me clean. I just want to get the ball to my weapons, yada, 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 which is, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I'd expect from him, man.
Yeah.
He sounds confident. Like I said, he thanks his teammates. Obviously he's been trained well with the media. He handles it well. Yeah, it was fine. I had no problem with it. They said exactly what he's supposed to say. You know who I feel is the king of the post game king right now is my man Baker Mayfield. So
yeah, you love this presser.
Dude, I'm telling you, that presser after that first game, they brought him up there. Baker Mayfield is leaning back in the chair. He's talking. He's cracking jokes. He's talking shit about Coward. He's just giving these just raw answers that are just straight real. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, I fuck with that dude super heavy. But, yeah. I mean,
that's why you took that L in the pick'em this week.
That's fine. That's fine. And I'll do it again.
Hey,
but Denver plus 4.5 was hitting, though.
Yeah,
the hook.
I was on that.
The hook, baby.
Yo, man. I couldn't believe they blew that game last night.
The hook, hey, they didn't for me.
But back to Trubisky.
They won 27.5 to 27.
Right. But back to Trubisky. Because, honestly, if you played me that press conference after the win against the Bucs or the loss against Green Bay, I almost wouldn't know which game it was.
Yeah.
So I like that. It doesn't get too high. It doesn't seem to get too low. Trending upwards, man. Hopeful. That's where I'm at.
Fit was kind of weak. He's got that.
Fit was trash.
He's got that gurney fit.
Yo,
fit is
low key,
super weak.
I thought we were in trouble because his shirt was untucked.
Yeah.
Like he came in there. I'm like, this dude's giving up.
That fit was super.
He doesn't even
weak,
care
man.
now. Like he's out here. He doesn't even tuck his shirt in. Right?
Someone needs to go get him a new jacket.
It seems to be Nagy is in love with Tariq Cohen and Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah.
He wants to get those boys to rock as much as possible.
X Factors.
Speedy. Those guys are Tyreek Hill
and
Kareem
Hunt.
And Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
That's 100% what they are.
That's what he likes. He likes those shifty, speedy guys that are versatile that you can line up all over the place. Look how he uses Taylor Gabriel. Taylor Gabriel is in the backfield an awful lot. You know, he's getting a lot of those jet sweeps and things like that in addition to going down the field. Look how he's using Tariq Cohen. A lot of pass plays, obviously running outside. But
a lot of wheel routes.
We were even talking about this last week. He was using Tariq Cohen between the tackles. It's almost like he's taken over those carries for Howard. I want to say Cohen had 14 and Howard had 11 the other day. So, I mean, those are the type of guys you like, man. It's about versatility. It's not about focusing on one guy or anything like that. Just put guys in position to do their thing.
100%.
Who does that? Who's been doing that for years? That's a Belichick thing, right? They've been giving Brady different guys every single year. This year it's not working out, but you just put different guys in, you highlight their skills, and you kind of build the offense around it.
Yeah, but I think it's a little different because I don't think this is his offense, and he's filling in personnel that fits his offense.
Right, okay, yeah.
I think Belichick is a little different where they'll just make shit work with what they got.
Yeah.
I think this offense would only rolls if certain players are in there.
Well, he's got
100%. Yeah, he definitely has them.
Then when all else fails, you got Allen Robinson. You
100%.
got a big time receiver.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
And yeah, but Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt is on the Bears is Taylor Gabriel, Tariq Cohen. I don't think Jordan Howard has a place in the O. Honestly,
I think his game will come. Not every game is going to be. I mean, they haven't been for the Bears, but you're going to have one of these grinded out 13-10 type games, and that's when Jordan Howard is going to be valuable because he can give you those 25 carries.
So you think it's just more since Nagy looks like he knew he was going to come in and play Tampa Bay and scorch them.
Well, exactly.
He knew exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it.
And he wanted to play super fast. Why slow down the game with Jordan Howard if you don't have to? I mean, think about how much confidence he was building in Trubisky. He never took him out the game.
Yeah, why would
that game was over in the third. Yeah. I mean, it had been over. You know what I mean? So it's not. People were saying, "Oh, we might cheat Chase Daniel later or something like that." Like, no, not at all. So why slow it down with Howard? But Jordan Howard's going to have his game. Not every game is going to be like that, obviously. And even though our offense hasn't looked great, all of our games have been played at that faster pace. So eventually the game is going to slow down. You're going to need Jordan Howard to carry the ball 25 times a game. You're going to play one of those games that I
am willing to bet you any amount of money you want. Not any amount of money, but we should bet some lunch that Jordan Howard doesn't have 25 carries all year.
In any game?
In any game. I would be willing to bet you $100 that Jordan Howard does not get 25 carries in a game.
I need odds because I mean the odds are in your
favor. You feel me though?
That. Yeah, but I wouldn't bet that.
Like
straight
I
up.
just don't see that in this O. He'll go down running sweeps, curls and screens quick curls, quick outs and screens before he'll go down running the ball and giving it to Jordan Howard.
Plus 400.
Plus 400. This is what I'm saying. But you feel me though?
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I'm a little. I don't even see. I see Jordan Howard ending the year with like 600 yards rushing.
He might.
You know what I mean?
I don't not see that happen. I'm just saying that for you saying that he doesn't have a place in the offense, I don't think that's true. He will have his game. He's still a good back. There's still a place for that. In a
I'm
certain
not
type of
doubting
game.
that he's a good back.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted there. He's a very good back.
You're gonna play a deep. Look, we haven't played a great defense yet. Packers defense, Huff. Right?
Suspect, yeah.
Who do we play in the second week?
Seattle.
Super Huff. Arizona, Huffy. Tampa Bay, don't even talk to me about it.
Arizona's solid.
Arizona's trash.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
They're trash. They're trash. So we haven't played some shut you down, smack you in the mouth defense yet. And we don't really have one coming. I think Miami's defense is okay, right?
Yeah, Miami's defense
Miami,
is okay, but they just got
then New
slaughtered.
England. Then who do we got after New England?
I don't know.
I don't know when we face that good. When we face Minnesota, that might be a problem if their defense is playing on point.
It's just really interesting for me. We'll see. Especially if Mitch keeps balling, Jordan Howard will never see the rock. I'm telling you, he does. That's just not what they do.
I'm not. Yeah. I mean, but that's a big especially.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we are running the ball, it's out of shotgun and a veer, and they're giving that, and that's Tariq Cohen. That's not Jordan Howard.
When
for the
you
most
play
part.
against one of these smash mouth defenses, might not work for you.
I don't think. But what I'm saying is, he doesn't go away from. He's not going to go away from his guns. You think he's going to line up an eye for him? You feel me? So that's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So
We'll see.
I'm interested to see.
I wouldn't take the 25 bet. No.
Yeah,
Unless you gave me some crazy odds.
Yeah, he'd have to be toting that
Probably
bitch for
plus
like 8
600.
carries somehow.
Yeah.
All right, pull me up one more time, man, before we shift off the Bears. I got to play this mic'd up. Have you seen this mic'd up Daniel Trevathan?
No.
First off, put it like this. The first minute 40, Daniel Trevathan doesn't say a word. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So peep this. Daniel Trevathan mic'd up.
Let's go, boys. Let's eat up, man.
Let's get it.
Like we talked about earlier this week, it's the opportunity for us to stack this game. Let's go ahead and execute. Let's be the playmakers out there. Let's go. Playmakers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Playmakers. Yeah. Let's go. Appreciate it, what's up, man? Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to pause it right there really quick. I'm gonna come back to that, Aaron, but I want to pause that right there. That was Peanut Tillman that they were shaking up with.
Shout out Peanut.
Shout out big
legend.
Legend. I love
Chicago
Peanut.
legend.
Can he not teach guys how to punch that rock like that?
I don't know.
No one since him has ever done anything like that.
Anywhere close to it.
So
he was a monster.
Can
with
the
that.
Bears get him on the staff?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Peanut, teach Kyle Fuller, Eddie Jackson, Amos how to just straight up punch the ball out of people's hands.
No, it's crazy that no DB in the league has tried that again. To the extent that he would do it. I mean, the Peanut punch out was like legendary. You do it 5 or 6 times a year.
Bro, he didn't even try to tackle people.
Yeah, he just
He didn't even look to tackle folks. He just tried to knock the ball out of your hand. Like, it was amazing.
That defense created so many turnovers, man. That 06 Bears
Dude, that ball was
defense
on the
crazy.
ground all the time, bro. Ball was everywhere.
Yep.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there, man. We need Peanut on the staff to teach him that.
Goons lurking. Here we go. Hey, yo, we got an audience. We got an audience, boys. Let's show out.
And ripped out of the ground. Bates and Barber has nowhere to go. Khalil Mack in there along with Danny Trevathan.
Yeah! Head. Hey, watch the screen. I'm gonna get that. Hey, watch the screen. Hey, watch the screen. Hey, screen.
He gets a little pick.
Shotgun handoff is blown up. Badoosh.
And you got to see the ending of them celebrating in the locker room. It was awesome.
Ooh. Now watch out now. Watch out, baby. Watch out. Watch out. Me and my dog. We hit 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We hit 2 in a row. So family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shout out to Mike Up, Danny Trevathan. That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, if I'm gonna link the I'll link that full video in the bio for everybody to check out. That was awesome.
Yeah.
He's great. He talked about trying to get a pick. He's like, I ain't getting out of here till I get a pick, and he ended up getting that tip pick.
Yeah.
I love them partying in the locker room after the game. They always turn the lights off and like throw a song on, do a little dance. Everybody vibes before Nagy comes and talks to him. I love that. Shout out Danny Trevathan. That was dope.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with that. All right. Really quick, I got to give some love to Kyle Fuller. Locked up Mike Evans.
Yeah.
He was an absolute non-factor.
He's been burned a couple times this year already, so he needed that.
Eddie Jackson, another pick. The man is a
Ball hawk.
Ball player. I need an Eddie Jackson jersey.
Yeah.
I need to get a 3-9.
You need that.
Khalil Mack. We don't even need to talk about Khalil.
Let me ask you a question.
He's an out. Yeah.
If he goes 16 straight games with a strip sack, can he win MVP?
Of course he could. Because if he goes 16 games with a strip sack,
16 games with a
we'll
forced turnover,
probably be 11-5. So yeah, he could.
It's getting ridiculous. He's got 4 straight games with a forced turnover.
He's another guy that doesn't really go for tackling people either.
No, he doesn't.
He's just He's trying to take the ball out of your hand at all costs.
100%,
Every play.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course he can win MVP. Shout out Mac.
Khalil Mack for MVP.
90 mil, easy, light work, underpaid.
Yeah. John Gruden's still a clown.
Yeah, shout out John Gruden for the thank you.
Clown.
All right, let's jump over to these Cubs, man, because what's the score right now?
1-0.
Still
Top
1
of the 4th.
Still 1-0, top of the 4th in the current live wild card game. This is what I want to get off my chest. I wrote down some notes, but I don't get the logic of not treating yesterday like a must-win, like an absolute must-win game. It was kind of like I felt like Madden and the gang. I'm just gonna say Madden because he kind of projects the energy of the squad or whatever. I'm not saying he didn't want to win it, but it didn't feel like we were doing everything we could to win it. Like we were playing like we knew if we lost, we'd have another game anyway. But my argument...
That's how they've been playing all year.
Yeah, but especially to close the season.
Yeah.
My argument is, why not treat that like a winner-go-home game? If you win, you get 2 days rest. We've played 41 games in 42 days. We have got 0 rest the past 2 months almost. If we win that game, we get 2 days off. We win the division. We get home field throughout in the NL. As long as we're alive, we have home field advantage.
So you're saying
you can
like
reset the bullpen. You just do everything in your power to win that.
So you would start Lester yesterday?
No, I wouldn't say I'd start Lester because Quintana actually owned the Brewers all year. He played really well against the Brewers in his starts. So I don't mind starting Quintana. And if you watch the game, he only gave up a run, and he got pulled in the 5th after 64 pitches. So what I'm saying is keep Quintana in there maybe a little longer. But as soon as we went to the bullpen, for me, instant L. We go to the bullpen without a lead. Our bats aren't doing anything like they tend to do sometimes. We either score 10 runs or 1.
Yeah.
So we were on that one plane where it looked like we were going to be struggling, and the run was an absolute bomb from Tony Rizzo. He had like 460.
Yeah, he knocked the shit out of that ball. The outfield didn't even move.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's what what I'm saying is that because for the wild card going in, Madden announced that, hey, Cole Hamels will be available. Kyle Hendricks is available. Obviously, because it's a must-win or go-home type of thing, right? I just wish we would have treated that like the division game. Because then you're not in this not flip a coin, but anything can happen in one game.
Yeah.
So if you win the division You get to the 7-game series, you get 2 days off. You get to reset the bullpen that's already sus. You get to, you know what I'm saying? You get to figure out who you want to start. That's just what I couldn't appreciate.
I don't have a problem with it, to be honest.
Why?
Especially when it comes to the pitching staff aspect of it. And the only reason being is that it wasn't a win or go home game. I understand what happens if you win, right? You get the days off. You don't got to play in this wild card game they're playing in right now. But the true win or go home was tonight. So if anything that you would have done last night would have put you at risk for tonight, you can't do it.
I'm not saying throw Lester. I'm saying
keep Quintana in.
Yeah, keep Quintana. Well, this is the thing, right? We go to Justin Wilson.
It's trash.
Yes. So, like, this is what I'm saying, though. Like,
wait, CJ Edwards off the team, or did they send him home?
No. He's still on the team. They haven't been going to him. But what I'm saying is, Chavez has looked really good. That's who came in first. He did all right. But we used four relievers in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Like, the bullpen is just not the answer. So, like, why are we so keen to go to those guys? And I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is it a whole bunch of shit can happen in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
If you get to a 7-game. Like, this one game, anything can happen. A 3-run homer could happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's just almost the whole ball game. So I wish we would have just took it as more of a must-win type of game.
Yeah.
Because I rather get those 2 days off. Say you use Quintana and then Cole Hamels. I don't know how much rest Cole Hamels was coming off, him or Hendricks. Whoever had more rest. Use them after Quintana, especially when you know the bullpen is super sus. Now all of a sudden Strope's available tonight. All these people are available tonight when maybe one of those guys we could have used in the division game. So that's what I wanted to get off my chest. I don't want the Brewers to get any type of confidence with winning the division. They closed the season. They won 11 straight, I believe. Like, they're sky high.
20 of 27 to close the season.
They're sky high right now. That just gives them more confidence. I honestly think we're going to win this wild card game, and then we're going to lose to the Brewers in the 7-game series, which would start on Thursday. They're a better form of us right now.
Are you in the fire Joe Madden camp that's out there?
But he makes
decisions that look great when they work, but they look awful when he doesn't.
I guess you could say it. You could put it like that.
Yeah.
And I guess who doesn't? But
nobody like Madden though.
Yeah, he just makes a lot of peculiar ass moves, and so of course I'm not on. I mean, we won 96 games.
Yeah, well that's what I was gonna say. It's not like they're a regular wild card team, right? They tied for the NL lead in wins. It just so happened that the other team was in their division. Yeah,
right.
But I mean, they won 95 games. It's tops among the NL. It was like the 6th or 7th best record in all of baseball. So it's not like they had a bad year, but. You know, you're always like, man, we could have won 1 or 2 more games if it wasn't for some decision that Madden made during the season.
Yeah, Bryant missed 61 games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it, but I just really wanted us to win the division because I really, really think we needed those 2 days off, mental and physical.
I honestly don't think it matters because the bullpen situation is so bad.
So, I mean, but any rest we can get, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think the Cubs have any hope.
No, I don't think so either.
The bullpen situation is so bad.
It's atrocious.
It's really bad. Yeah, it's
really
almost
bad.
non-existent. So, I mean, you're just pulling guys out of nowhere at this point. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, man.
It is what it
Still
is.
got this young talent coming back.
No,
they should have moved Schwarber for some for relief pitching when they had the opportunity to. He's born to play in the AL.
Yeah.
He's dude. Some AL team would have gave up a lot for Kyle Schwarber.
That's actually
he's a DH. Yeah, he's the AL manager's wet dream.
All right, let's move over to these Bulls.
Bullies.
How you feel about preseason NBA anyway?
I don't watch it.
So it just doesn't matter.
It does not matter to me.
You don't want to hear about it.
Don't care. No interest. Nothing I need to see. I don't learn anything from the preseason.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Because I feel like I learned a little bit watching the game.
Okay, outside of this year, what's the last thing you remember from any preseason over the past 10 years of your life and what you learned from it?
I don't know. But yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, Yeah, nothing. You're probably right.
Nothing.
But
Just like summer league.
it was,
You
yeah.
see some things, but it's nothing you can really be like, oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Preseason and summer league are the same thing.
When
basically.
people aren't trying. Well, no, the thing with summer league is people are trying. You know what I mean? Because you got some dudes who are trying to get a contract. In preseason, I mean, you know, those are the big time players are going out there. You're fucking around. You're breaking the sweat. You know what I mean? Knocking off the cobwebs, shaking off the vacation. You know what I mean? You've been champagning and campaigning for the last 3 months. You want to feel a little good. You know, just knock the rust off. But it's not a real competitive game.
Yeah.
I hate actually. I don't care.
Did you watch the highlights of the Bulls Pelicans?
Yeah, I've watched Jahlil Okafor put the move on.
Yo, banged on Wendell Carter,
Wendell
crazy.
Carter like crazy.
Shout out Chicago. That's a Chicago kid.
Yeah, he got hurt though.
Hopefully his ankle's decent. Yeah, he sprained his ankle after that. But
his whole career is a sprained ankle.
I will. You said his whole career is sprained ankle.
It's a sprained ankle, yeah.
But I will say this. I learned that we're really going to be – we look like the old school Phoenix Suns at Loki. We were getting up shots.
7 seconds or less?
7 seconds or less.
Yeah.
I think we had 99 field goal attempts.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Well,
Defense is not an option. We don't have –
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
going to say you got contract year Bobby Portis.
Yes.
Contract year Chris Dunn.
Bobby Portis took 19 shots.
Bobby Portis is going to take 19 shots whenever he gets out to the floor. Hey, Bobby Portis is going to take his shots. If there's any play, they asked him about playing on the second unit, he was super giddy because he knows those are all his shots. Every time he's going to be shooting threes, step back, sky hook, you name it. Bobby Portis is going to be putting it up this year. So you got Chris Dunn in a contract year. You got Zach LaVine with something to prove. You got Markkanen when he comes back. You know, obviously we're trying to get his buckets up. Jabari takes shots because that's what he does. Yeah, our defense is going to be epically bad. Offensively, we have the chance to beat some teams because, like you said, we're just going to play at a crazy pace.
128, 116. Yeah, I mean, we were playing at a crazy pace.
If this is what – remember Fred asked for, you know, all the different looks and the shooters and the offensive options and all that. Now he's getting it. Now we can see if he can coach, honestly, because they're not going to win a lot of games because defensively they're going to be like a very – I don't think people understand how bad we're going to be defensively. There's not a stop out there to be had.
If we're going to be looking for Justin Holiday to get stops.
Justin Holiday.
Like that, like he plays a touch of defense,
and he plays on the Bulls.
And and outside of Dunn, he's the only one that's going to be playing any type of.
If you want to tank, get Justin Holiday as a shooting guard. I can't stand Justin Holiday. Trade him for anything. You can trade him for a 3rd round pick. I know that those don't exist. Just get him out
I need Blakeney to get all his minutes.
Yeah, he can take Holiday's minutes. That's fine with me. Justin Holiday is suspect.
Pull me up really quick, Aaron. I'm going to show this box score real quick. I'm just excited for the Bulls. This is the best time in sports. We got hoops coming back. That's the box score right there.
Bobby, 19 shots in 19 minutes.
19 and 19. He was getting that joint up.
Yeah.
I watched like in spurts. I was fast forwarding a little bit. I had it recorded, but yeah, he was getting it up. Campaign has 7 dimes.
That's how you know the preseason doesn't matter.
Hey, Campaign has 7 dimes in 20 minutes. The biggest highlight on this, I'm going to show a couple clips. Now, Zach LaVine, if you know me and you've been watching this show or listening, I'm not a huge fan of that 80 mil. I thought we could have spent it other places.
Yep.
I wasn't really trying to lock in Zach LaVine. Young dude, but I just wasn't. I'm not with it. I'm not on the team for it. He was 8 of 13, and look at this bucket. It didn't count. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. It didn't count. Where did I have it? Did I close it? Damn, I think I closed it. Hold on. It was wild encouraging. He had a play that didn't count. Here it goes right here. But he went to the bucket and it was crazy. We're about to get.
You can get a lot of college football.
He went to the bucket.
You can get college football.
Was wild.
College football.
Top of the key, gave him a little hezzy.
You can watch college
straight to the
college
rack
football.
and flushed it crazy. And I was like, okay, well,
It's a standalone streaming
if we could look to force you something like that, we're in good luck. Here it goes. Give this to him at the top of the key.
Justin Holiday had to back that out. Now Levine.
Yo, like, okay, like that's all I really need. That's like one of those things. That's all I really need to see in the preseason. Like, okay, like he looks healthy. He looks healthy though.
What did you see in that play that you didn't know about Zach LaVine?
Yeah, I guess that's true. But maybe I'm just excited about the play.
He's a highlight reel.
When last time you saw him break down somebody at the top of the key like that though, and go by him on a blow by?
I don't know. I would like to see him not get broken down at the top of the key by somebody else. Then I'll be impressed.
Well, don't even worry about that because that's going to happen.
Or hit a 3-pointer.
Because that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Be impressed. Let me see him hit a contested 3.
That's going to happen.
Let me see him hit a pull up.
You didn't like that at all?
No.
I thought that was kind of encouraging.
For you to show me, for me to see a hyper athletic Zach LaVine play doesn't do anything for me.
But it was a crossover at the top, and it was a blow by too. Though I liked it.
That's what he can do. He's a freak athlete. I would hope he can do that. Hey, you'll get used to. He's going to try to do it about 16 times a game, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. That's your offense for your 2018 Chicago Bulls. Congratulations. He's going to do that every fucking four times a quarter.
Marketing out 6 to 8 with an elbow sprain.
Sucks.
Yeah, how you feel about that?
Sucks.
Yeah, it's whack.
Sucks, man. Because I want him to
develop.
Yeah, and again, just because like we said, there's a lot of different competing agendas on this Bulls team, and I kind of want him there from the beginning, so he can establish him getting his, as opposed to trying to work it in with other guys because these guys are all going to be looking to get theirs. It's a bad team with some guys in contract years, some guys with stuff to prove, and there's going to be a lot of shots taken. And a coach who hasn't proven that he can corral people and get them to focus on one common vision.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried.
I think
that's why I don't like
him coming back and then trying to fit in is the best point of what you just laid out. I think because there's gonna be a lot of people trying to get up a lot of shots and score a lot of buckets, and then him coming in and quote unquote disrupting that and trying to get his flow in. It's gonna be kind of tough.
Well, remember, technically Jabari's in a contract year too because that's a team option.
Yeah.
So he's either playing for the Bulls to bring him back or playing to get another contract from somebody if they let him go.
It's a good point.
So
we'll see. All right, let's close it out. You said you had a couple games you wanted to walk me through for the NFL.
I was gonna throw you a couple random games and see your thoughts.
Throw me a couple random games, and then we'll close it with this power rankings I want to show you because I didn't really agree with it at all. But we'll see what time it is.
All right, so let's pick a random game on the ticket today.
Yeah.
Coming up on Sunday, we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling across the state over to Houston. Tough games this week
because I looked.
Traveling across the state over to Houston, getting 3.5.
Dallas is getting 3.5.
And right now this game's at about 50% on the CBS Sports.
Dallas is getting 3.5?
Dallas is getting 3.5.
Yeah, I would take all 3.5 of those.
You're taking the points?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's going to be a close game, and who knows what's going to happen. It's not like Houston's traveling a long place, and Dallas is going to Houston.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not like Houston's crazy at home. Like it's not like Denver or like Arizona where they usually play tougher at home. So no, I would take the points in that. First off, I wouldn't touch the game, but if I had to, I would take the points.
All right, I got another untouchable. I think
with Dallas coming off that win, Zeke getting the rock, he looked good. So yeah, I would take the points there.
I got another untouchable. Atlanta going to Pittsburgh.
Those guys, man,
getting 3.5.
That's the most untouchable game on the board.
The most untouchable game on the board.
Like, that's the most.
If you bet on that, you have a problem.
Yes, like that's the most untouchable game on the whole board.
That might be the most untouchable game of the year.
Yeah, like
when it's all said and done.
Who knows?
The 1-3 Falcons versus the 1-2-1 Steelers at home. Two teams you have no idea what you're gonna get.
If I had to bet it, I would take Pittsburgh purely off of them being at home. If Atlanta's not winning in the Dome at home, they're definitely not winning on the road in Pittsburgh. And that's what they've been taking L's at home in Atlanta. So if they can't win games there, going to Pittsburgh, coming off of an L against Baltimore, they're going to be trying to get a win by any means necessary. I would take Pittsburgh.
All right, and the last one.
Because Matt Ryan's a fraud for real.
And this just depends on how you look at this team. If you put them playing at home in the Denver zone, which is anytime Denver gets points at home, it doesn't matter who they're playing, you got to take them. We got the red-hot L.A. Rams heading to Seattle. Seattle getting 7.5 points at home, which is unheard of.
At the 12th man.
Unheard of. Over a touchdown at home.
And I wouldn't flinch, and I'd take the Rams.
Really?
They're on. Dude, people talking about those boys going 15-1.
Yeah.
Like, they are on a roll. McVay is doing everything right. Goff is not shaking at all. He knows where to go with the rock.
Shout out Jared Goff.
He knows where to go with the rock.
He's nice.
Every possession.
Yeah. He was nice the other day.
They got a couple extra days, too, coming off that Thursday night. Yeah, I'm not betting against the Rams.
But no one was betting against the Chiefs the other day, and you took Denver.
Well, the Sharps were.
Yeah.
We were on that.
Yeah.
I'm in two pick'ems, one with us and then this other one, and tons of people took the Chiefs.
I wouldn't have touched it.
Yeah. I mean, if I was I thought that was a good. I'm
not giving points at Mile High under any circumstance.
I thought the picks last week were kind of tough too.
Yeah.
So that was just one of the better games I saw was on the board, so I took that one. I got lucky with Oakland. They should have lost. I had Oakland. San Diego. They are huff.
San Diego's super huffy.
Every year I try to give them a chance, and I try to pick them, and I try to think Phillip Rivers, veteran quarterback. They got talent.
Huff.
Like, huff. But, yeah, the Sharps are on Denver. Like, 4.5 is too many.
Denver can't – yeah, and that's why I might be riding Seattle.
Yeah, but, I mean –
7.5 points, in the 12th man.
They're not
I got
very
rules.
good,
I got rules that I live by. Denver's not good either.
That offensive line for Seattle's garbage. You saw what what we did to them. Aaron Donald and Sue.
I'm just saying, man. Teams don't go out there and blow them up.
That's true.
They don't get blown out at home.
But 10 points ain't a blowout.
Yeah, it is. 10 points is a blowout.
No, 10 points not a blowout. 10 points isn't a blowout in the NFL.
It's a comfortable win.
It's a comfortable win.
Yeah.
All right. You got any more games?
That's it.
Yeah, those are interesting, man. I live for the pick 'em every week. That's like the funnest shit. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, pull me up one last time. Oh. How do you feel about this NFL power rankings?
Oh. You're supposed to ask me where I thought the Bears were, but I was gonna say 7. How are
This is ESPN. How do you feel about this?
We're better than New England right now.
I don't see how New England's number 5.
Yeah.
Because first off, they have 2 losses. I understand they just blew out Miami to get back to 2-2. Is that just purely off clout?
Miami's suspect. That's a lot of clout.
How are we?
Which isn't how power rankings are supposed to go.
Yeah, power rankings.
Is supposed to be how you're trending right now. Yeah.
Not like I have 5 Super Bowls.
Not like at the end of the year, New England's going to have the 5th best record. So
right.
No. Like the Rams, like the Chiefs. I guess Jacksonville, New Orleans.
I was watching First Take today.
The Bears are better than the Baltimore Ravens.
The Bears are better than the Ravens. I would say the Bears should be 7 on this list.
It's just hard to put the Bears in front of the Packers because we lost to them.
Yeah, but I don't care about that.
That's the logic.
But if you go back and look at that game and then look at how they've played after that,
yeah,
I'm rocking with us. But yeah, I get that. How do you feel about Cincinnati? Are they finally real? Or is it? Or should we just sit back and wait?
No, we've watched this movie before.
Yeah, we should just sit back and chill.
Was it Marvin Lewis 0-11 in the playoffs or something?
15 seasons, no playoff wins.
It's 0-11 in the playoffs. It's crazy. No, I mean, they are who we thought they were. Cincinnati is what happens when you have an above-average quarterback.
Yeah.
But not a great quarterback. You can compete. You can win. You can go to the playoffs. You can put together some really good years. They've had some 11-5, 12-4 type years in there. You can't go long.
Where's Vontaze Burfict?
Is he still in the league?
I miss Vontaze.
They might have sent him home, man.
Just like enough fines.
He was a monster.
Enough suspensions.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yo, I told you I played ball with him once at ASU, right?
Did you?
Pick up.
Super goon.
Dude, just one of the strongest dudes I've ever come across.
just,
he would go up and get rebounds and bump into people, and people would fly out of the way. And you would just feel him and be like, damn, that motherfucker is solid, bro.
20 years ago, Vontaze Burfict would have been the best linebacker. When everything went.
Yo, when Rodney Harrison and those boys were playing, he would have been Hall of Famer.
He would have been a Hall of Famer. The league passed him by. He got to the league. He's like, wait, what's this?
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't do this?
Yeah, 100%. Vontaze Burfict would have been a Hall of Famer if he played back in the day.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, man. He's just so strong, big,
Shout
athletic.
Out. Great name too, Vontaze.
Vontaze Burfict, Sun Devil. Shout him out.
Yeah, Cali boy.
Hopefully the Cubs can hold on and get this win because it's win or go home.
Still 1-0.
We still got a shot. Thursday would be the series start against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Bears are on a bye, so we're chilling. We should go and do that Trubisky talk at the barbershop or whatever we were talking about. I got to go get some on the street takes from these fans about Trubisky.
To go up to Hyde Park.
Yeah, I got to see what they say, and just especially him coming off this big game now.
Yeah.
Some people are going to be talking crazy, and then some people will actually have their shit together. But look out for the video. I'm going to go down to Miami. I already got my tickets. I'm excited as fuck about that.
Yeah.
Going to the game, Hard Rock Stadium. I'm going to do a little vlog like I did for the Packers, so make sure you're on the lookout.
Is that what it's called, Hard Rock Stadium?
Hard Rock. I think it's Hard Rock Stadium.
That's trash.
I think it's the Hard Rock Cafe is the sponsor.
Have you ever eaten at the Hard Rock Cafe in your entire life?
Never stayed at the hotel.
Never stayed at the hotel. I've never gambled at the Hard Rock either.
Nah, never done anything.
Where are they getting their money from?
Someone.
The Hard Rock Stadium. That
Hard Rock Stadium.
Dumb trash.
So we'll see what the building looks like. You know, Miami shit. You might be sus. Florida's sus.
I hate Florida.
But we'll see what's going on. So make sure you look out for that. Bears on a bye. Then in Miami, looking to go 4-1. I think we could beat them and the Patriots. Straight like that. We fuck around be 12-4 at the end of the season, low key. But we'll see.
I'm not gonna say nothing anymore, man.
I'll pump the brakes on that, but I knew we'd be better than advertised. The over/under to start the season was 5.5. If you caught it when it dropped,
yeah,
that was free cash.
I thought it was 7.5.
I think it closed at something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, when it first opened, 5.5. Thank you for watching, man. No Catch Up Chicago, for Chicago, by Chicago. For Nick the Quick, I'm your host, Sean Little. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube at No Catch Up Chicago, Instagram at No Catch Up Chicago, the whole 9 yards, iTunes, Google Podcasts, the whole thing, man. Stay locked. No Catch Up Chicago, for Chicago, by Chicago. Listen up. Cubs got to get that W, man.